Good morning. We just unloaded our agitator. See it in the background there. It looks like Vetter milk truck is here as well, picking up milk. So we're gonna run empty across to the other side of the river, weigh ourselves empty, and then head back toward the bridge somewhere, load bales, and then once again head back and weigh ourselves full, just so that the chipper knows how heavy the bales are. So a little bit of extra work. We'll see how that goes. So good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Are you just stopping there? Okay. In that case, I will hammer down. Hanson Farms, Hanson Dairy Farm. Looks like a nice field of alfalfa on our left-hand side here. I think this is where the farmer lives.
Oh, up here? Yeah.
Yeah. A little bit away from the farm itself, but really close as well.
Yeah, was that truck was at the farm?
So yeah, it's 8:30 in the morning. The boss has some crazy stuff planned for us. We'll see if that all works out. It's a little bit on the aggressive side as far as timing goes, but we'll see.
In 3 kilometers, turn right on Red.
Turn right on the clue. Sure, Garmin. Coming down the side road. Hammer down. See, a lot of the equipment is going out.
Yeah.
Had an old Challenger tractor going out with a disker, and some of these John Deeres here are idling, they're running, so they're warming up, and they've got diskers behind them, so breaking up the ground just before the frost comes in. I guess, do you want to break it apart so that in spring it'll dry out a little quicker?
This one's planted.
Yeah, that one is got winter wheat or something on it. Birds on the power lines.
I always like that. There's just something about it.
Take my jacket off. That's better. far side. Your water bottle? Could have been it. I know I moved my water bottle too, but yeah, this is what, 3 weeks in a row that Thursday video has been hay baled. 3 weeks in a row. But they've all been uniquely different. So the load going to Okanagan, which trailer do I have for that? My quad deck or?
I have no clue. I don't think he's considering how much time it's going to take to get there and back to reload.
We'll see if we can make everything happen in the time allotted. It depends how long it'll take to load bales. How long it'll take to unload bales.
And whether or not these ones are the Okanagan one, if it's tarped or not. And
yeah.
there's a lot of little factors. Dairy farms out this way.
Yeah, yeah. Although that might not be dairy there. That looks more like chickens or turkeys. And that John Deere there has got a deep ripper on it, and he's ripping up the field. Man, that's down deep. I saw how long those hooks are, and they're way down into the ground. Definitely a deep, deep ripper.
I'm pretty sure that's silage, though. That I saw earlier in the blocks.
No, that's definitely cows. No, I see all the cows in there. It's definitely a cow barn.
There's the silage.
Yeah, a big silage pit there, yeah. You are correct. It's 1 degree Celsius outside, so it's quite chilly. But like you guys saw, we were driving in snow yesterday. Yeah, the Paulson, well, first off, Sunday Summit wasn't terrible. It was snowpack running on the top, but we got through there with no issues. And then the road just got better and better and better the further we got this way. So Richter was great. Anarchist was great. E-Holt was great. Paulson was great. Kootenai Pass had a little bit of ice on the top, but just at the very top. So we had no issues making it over here.
In 4 kilometers, turn right on Highway 3.
definitely moved from earlier, but there's definitely a bald eagle sitting up on that tree. I think it was the other tree back a couple hundred yards. So I asked them about that agitator. So that it's basically a manure lagoon agitator. A lot of these trees are cut down by beavers. Yep, a lot of other trees falling down on the right hand side, beaver cuts.
Yeah.
I saw one of them was fresh. So basically they put that into the lagoon and stir up the lagoon, mix up all the manure, and then they actually pump the manure from there all the way to the field, and then a tractor drives with a hose dragging behind it throughout the whole field.
Well, that's where the hose is. Yeah, I saw those hoses. I think I've seen it before in a few farms in the Lower Mainland.
Jump out at the stop sign and click that tether in and click the other tether in. I do not want to lose another camera to the highway. This used to be a stop sign or a gas station, but now it's just a truck repair place. Or a vehicle repair place. So right after this bridge here, there's supposed to be a silo. That's where we're going to be loading, except we're going to be loading. The silo is going to be on our right hand side. We're going to be loading on, or at least we have to meet them at a pullout on the left hand side, across from the silo. So let's see if we can spot that on the way in. Makes it easy on the way out. Maybe he said elevator. I think he said elevator because I see an elevator.
Yeah, I think he said elevator.
Yeah.
He said he's gonna be at the elevator. That's where he is or whatever working, I think.
Pull out here, but I don't think that's the one he means. There's the elevator. White pickup is probably him. And a little pullout right over here. Yeah, right in there where the coffee cup is. I'm going to pull into there. Okay?
Now you gotta find the way station, hay plant.
The hay plant, I have to scale in.
In 4 kilometers, turn right on Aerosmith Road.
Preston is up on the left-hand side over here. So, pretty sure I know what he's talking about when he said hay plant.
Like I don't. I hardly ever go this way.
What were you gonna say?
And then I saw your yawn.
You saw my yawn?
Yeah.
I didn't even remember my yawn. I slept really good.
Oh no. That was like one of the worst nights I've gotten in a while.
So you need to take a nap during the day. You slept pretty much through the whole Sleep with a Trucker video yesterday.
Hey, it lives up to its name, okay?
It's like if you snore in the video, I'm leaving it in there.
In 900 meters, turn right on Aerosmith Road. Turn right onto the unpaved road.
I remember delivering lumber down this way.
Yep, we've delivered lumber down this road.
Oh, it's a big hay barn.
Uh-huh, in a big scale.
Yeah.
Arriving at 183 Aerosmith Road on the left.
Sketchy scale with that big wide open gap on the one side. Guess we'll have to scale twice. Once on the front trailer and truck. Not really. The lady inside seems to be a lot more. I just go, hey, I just need my weights. Where's the reading? She goes, right over here. Took pictures and go, okay, I'll see you when I'm loaded. He goes, okay, have a good day. So she seemed fine with me being here. But the older gentleman in the telehandler seemed very confused what I was doing here and why I was using their scale.
So I guess the first.
I'm like, I'm just following directions. I was told to come here. That's why I'm here.
He said it was like the first selling or whatever. So he doesn't. The guy, farmer.
Oh yeah, the farmer said it was his first selling of that hay, so he doesn't know how heavy it is. So he needs to know how heavy the first load is, and then all the rest of the loads will be very similar, just for what rate he can charge the customers, right? Go back to that pullout and see how smooth that goes.
I don't know if you have to call him again or if he'll just see you.
I'll pull in and see. He said see you in half an hour, so.
Sure, yeah.
Development right on the highway.
Don't blame with the view they get.
Yeah, there's a nice view of the whole valley, yeah. Gotta give them that. One of the things I don't like about these hay loads is how convoluted everything gets. It's like, I'm loading here, no, I'm loading there, oh, I'm loading over here. I'm like, which is fine. It's just that the boss has such a tight timeline for the next loads. There's no time for this herky-jerky all over the place. So, I don't know, we'll see. We'll see if we can get the loads in the boss wants. And if not, we just can't, right? So.
He wants you to be able to reload today, KMT.
Yeah, reload a KMT. Deliver that to the Okanagan, come back and reload a KMT again tomorrow.
And I'm like, we know what time the shipper goes home at KMT.
They have been loading late there. The other forklift driver has been loading late.
It'll be tight.
Am I loading KMT or KLC? Did they say KMT?
I'm trying to remember.
First load might be KLT.
I think you just say Klesnikov, so yeah.
It's a lot closer than I thought it was. I would have passed it. Thanks. Alright, now that I'm pulled in here, now what?
Oh, we wait.
I'll walk across the street. Alright. So this is not the location we're loading, obviously. Now we're going down the road to that building. It says his son will be over there waiting for me.
But that is so.
There's 3 people over there. I didn't see anybody, now there's 3 people. Alright, so head down there. Ah, back there's the hay sheds. I see them way back there. Right by the sign there. Kind of looks like it. A narrow driveway, so we're going to go wide. Just like driving onto someone's front yard.
Yep. That's what you're doing. So wait, pick up.
Interesting white pickup, all right.
And the dog.
Beautiful dog. He's just assuming I'm smart enough to follow him. Hopefully I'm following the right dude. He's barking at every one of the axles back there. And he just says once I'm loaded, just text him with the weights. Okay.
This is pretty cool.
Yeah, not very often we get to drive onto farms and stuff like this. But that's why I decided, I'm like, you know what, a third hay video might be okay, because this one looks like it'll be a unique one, and it's getting more and more unique as we go.
I haven't looked up the address yet to see if it's delivery to the places you've been
It
already.
looks like a different name altogether,
Okay, so different.
so I don't know where we're going. The name on it confused me, so I don't know where we're delivering this. Do I continue following him? I suspect so. else he would have stopped here. This is where all their old appliances go. And their old cultivators, their old, everything old goes here. Every farm has one of those places. Oh, look, there's another house down here. More people's live down here.
A lot of horses. Is that a weight or a foul?
Line up over here.
With a lot more huge dogs.
Does that work for you?
Yeah, that's work perfect.
I'll pull my tarps off. And they'll get up in the toolbox at the end.
Yeah.
Please drive to highlighted route.
Alrighty. Was saying one of his neighbors had a kid come and apply for a job and asked him what his experience was. Like, I've run balers, I've run all this equipment, I've done this and that. Okay, cool. Okay, come on in tomorrow and I'll get you to do some work. Shows him, says grab that tractor and do some field work on the field over there. Okay. Gets a phone, farmer left because it's like, this kid obviously has experience. Gets a phone call and goes, hey, I don't know how to run this thing, need some help. Farmer gets back and goes, so what do you need help with? It just the tractor, the front end loader. Well, Farming Sim doesn't have all these knobs. So all your experience was from Farming Sim. Yeah, no thanks. Get out of my tractor now.
Oh no.
Farming Sim does not make you an expert farmer.
In 3.5 kilometers, turn left on Highway 21.
It's a little hilarious.
All right, he says if I don't take this corner right, I will end up in the ditch. It's a deep ditch and we would roll over.
I figured that's why you went on a ride.
Some bees. Some beehives. Electric fence around the beehives. Barbed wire electric fence around the beehives. I'm guessing that's to keep the local wildlife out.
Yep.
He says there's nothing in the weeds here, stay in the weeds. That's a deep little creek. I'm so allergic to this stuff. Lots of room. Lots of room.
I don't have it going back to the hay plant. I have it going to a regular.
To the customer.
Yeah.
Okay. As soon as we've weighed ourselves, I'll call the customer and give them an ETA.
I wrote his number down just in case.
Perfect. See, it's so nice to have a co-pilot. Sure you're not coming with next week?
No, I'm not coming with.
But the week after again?
I don't know yet.
Don't know yet. It's an old carcass.
Yeah.
Some creature grabbed the old carcass and pulled it out onto the road.
Looks like it's gonna try to snow again on top of the mountains.
Yeah, might.
I have the paperwork almost all the way filled out.
30 bales. Something painful you needed?
A little bit.
30. These are much bigger bales. Much, much bigger bales than I've ever carried before. You can only stack 2 of them on top of each other instead of 3. So that's Creston in front of us. So we just did a loop around. At least we didn't have to figure a way to turn around. I could just loop right through the yard. The way he was loading, we would have had 28 bales. So I talked to him and said, is there a specific amount of bales you're trying to transport? Or are you trying to get on as many as possible? If you're trying to get on as many as possible, if you just shove this whole load over by 4 feet, you can get an extra 2 bales on from the way you're loading it. It's okay.
It would have been funny if you had known at the time. You could have been like, farming simulator experience.
Said, well, in Farming Sim, I do this.
In hindsight, that would have been funny.
That would have been funny. There, we've been all over the place today. We've explored a lot of the Creston Valley here, or whatever the valley's called.
I feel like I should know the valley.
I didn't even look up my gauges for weight. I probably should have, but
Yeah.
hay really isn't heavy. But I have a pressure gauge inside the truck here, and it's
Turn left
reading
on
about
Highway
35
21.
psi. When I know I can load to about 60 psi, so it's not heavy.
Turn left on Highway 21.
All right, you don't have to be that aggressive on the engine brakes there, bud. Cars are spaced apart just the right amount that I can't get in between them.
It's like,
The thing is, I need both lanes cleared.
yeah.
In a car, it's easy. In the big rig, gotta wait a little longer. There's a fertilizer. Looks an awful lot like Big Brute. Jump out before I run onto the scale?
Sure.
That way you don't have to walk the scale.
That was a little awkward.
It's pretty awkward.
Well, it was icy. I definitely wouldn't have done that. I just put my hands on the hooks in the trailer. It was like a monkey going across.
Yep. You were always a monkey, weren't you?
Turn left on Erickson Road.
I have no comment about my childhood, but yes. Yes, indeed. Monkeys on the bed was a real thing. We are hooligans.
So you were a troublemaker from birth. I see how this works.
Turn right on Freight Road.
Hopefully he doesn't think you're unloading day here.
Hopefully he recognizes me. Okay, jump out. Hey, pretty dry this year? It's like they seem lighter loads than previous years. Yeah, yeah. Okay, let's get the pup weighed. Scale's not long enough to scale the whole truck at once. Hey, hello, this is Kenworth Sutgo. I've got a load of hay bales headed to Slocan. I'm guessing around 1:30ish, give or take. I'll give you a call back once we get down there. Thanks. Bye. I hate leaving messages like that because I need special directions most likely, so...
Sometimes people don't get your messages, but they get your texts and vice versa.
Turn left on Highway 21.
You want to take a screenshot of where my directions put me and then text that phone number? Basically, my directions are to head to this location. Is this correct? All right, and we're down. I think that's probably lots of video already, so I think we should better call it a day before this is like a 2-hour video.
Yep. Guess who's editing that one?
You?
No.
Oh. Are you going to make the map for it?
Oh, that's gonna be fun. Yeah, I guess I'll have to figure that out.
Yeah, it's going to be a bit of a funky map. Anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. If the map is, we'll see if that map program even has those roads on that we just drove on. If it doesn't, we won't be able to give you a map. If there was no map at the beginning of this video, that's why. But anyway, we're going to bail out of here. Thank you guys so much. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Yet another bale load, I guess I didn't really record loading. The first 2 weeks ago, that video I showed a whole bunch of loading bales. But for now, we're going to be out of here. We'll see you guys somewhere tomorrow and let you know if we magically got all of that work done that dispatch is asking for. And we'll see how that goes. So thank you guys so much for all your support. Huge thanks to those people that hit that join button. And thanks for the people that just made it to the end of the video too. It's nice to see some more members showing up in the credits, so thank you. Really, really, really appreciate that. For now, we are out of here. You guys rock.
Adios.